Hello folks and welcome back to Mindustry. We're going to take a look here and we're going to rotate over. Last time we talked about this area right here that has this little warning sign, and if we take a look, we are under attack. We need to survive 3 waves. We have lots of resources and we have not sustained any damage right now. So let's go in and take a jump in here and see exactly what's going on with what we're doing here. Oh, well actually we only have 3 more waves left to survive. It looks like we've already done a whole bunch of work here, so let's go just make sure that we can survive the rest and we should be good. We do have some updated weaponry that we could put in here, but this one, we do have a little bit of water here, so we could cool these. And reading over your comments and such, a lot of people said to make sure you water cool your lancers because that allows them to fire much more efficiently and to be set up a little bit better. So if I go into my Lancer here and I just go into my information, you see the water increases the fire rate 140%, and cryo fluid, which I don't have yet, is up to 190%. So it almost doubles it from what's our fire rate here. 0.7 seconds. It makes it a significantly more effective weapon. It also means that we have to use a lot more energy to keep them going, which are all not bad things. What I should do though, while we're working on this, is we have a bunch of combustion generators. We should add on a steam generator while we're here because we have the technology here to do it, and why wouldn't we take advantage of that? So we're going to add that on because we do have our power using it up, but we're only making 150. We can solve or do better than that here. So let's go in here. We'll go into our piping. Oh no, we don't have a metaglass. So what do we need to make metaglass here? That's a kiln that we need, right? And we can do that. And what do we need as our inputs for that? Sand and lead. I think we have both of those. So this whole area is sand, and then we have lead as well. So yeah, we can definitely do this without really any issue and be in good shape. We have lots of lead actually. If we take a look, this whole belt here is not really being used. It's flying through here and that, so we can just make a little offshoot and come down and really quickly and easily make some metaglass to send out to our other areas and have them all be nice and safe along with this hot mess down here, but that's fine. I should also add in some protections down here. Based on our prior experiences, it's probably a good idea to have some units that are air and ground close to your core. But to begin with, let's go in here and let's do something like this. We're going to bring that down. Then we can bring it back and up in there. And while we're doing that, can have a router split off because we are going to build 2 kilns, I believe. And let's see, how do we want to do this? Alright, so we'll have that one split. This one's going to go there. And we'll have the other split. Then the opposite ones, we'll have one there and one there with our junctions, like so. And then we're just going to run these straight down just to make sure that we have everything feeding the way it's supposed to. Okay, so that part looks good. Then we will put in our kilns. Or kilns, I don't know how to pronounce, whatever. Get those in there. I'm just going to throw some sand their way and connect them up. And they're not going to do anything right now because, well, we just don't have any power going to any of that stuff. So I'm going to bring that over. I'm not going to interfere with that coal because I would like to use it, I think. And then we'll drop all this stuff down here. I've also gotten a lot of suggestions on reusing scrap. I don't think I have scrap in this particular one, but I've seen a lot of places where I could use it for good as far as being able to do to generate some resources out of it. My biggest problem with that so far has been actually getting the resources to be able to afford stuff to do that with. So that's going to be a challenge for another time, and we're going to bring this all the way across like so. We have our wave coming in, and we haven't really had to pay attention to that too much yet. But that looks all hooked up. Let's go back out here and see what we're dealing with. There we go. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So that's new. That we have a definite area that we need to be aware of with the scatters. And then I also need to go in and check what the heck happened to that whole area over on the other side. So we'll do something like that. Get our routers smacked in there. And hopefully stop that action from happening anymore. And yeah, look at this. They're getting through. Okay. So we're just going to patch this area up real fast. And there was a button that you can hit to rebuild everything. What is it? R? I don't remember the button. But there's a button that you can hit to rebuild everything. I forget what it is. I'm sorry. But there's a way that you can go in and just rebuild stuff a lot more easily than what I'm doing. But me and my stupid brain, this is the approach we're taking for now. So we're going to bring this over here, making sure it's hooked up to that battery, because eventually I think we're going to remove that area there. And there we go. We have our metaglass starting. We have production going on that, which is all well and good. I think 2 seems to be enough to kind of not fill a belt fully, but to get pretty darn close. It's actually doing a good job of coming close to filling a belt here. And then, yeah, we even have the option of using a thermal generator, which one of the levels somebody mentioned in one of the comments that there is a way to use those. I just don't remember what it was. It's like a lava or something, which I don't have right now. So we have that, and we're missing titanium in order to build some of these other things. Alright, this is going to be our last round of these guys with some significantly more beefed up bad guys. You see they have much longer range weapons. Oh, nope, we have some airships coming in here as well. We didn't strengthen this area up too much, but we did enough, I think. But yeah, they go in and... Okay, we got that captured back up. That was not what I wanted to have happen, but we can see that we have all of this going down. So I think right now what I'm going to do for the remainder of this episode is, 1, get the steam generator up and running, but also figure out how to use some of these other resources and materials to build things, because I'm not real good at that, and I want to get better at that stuff. So we can see that we still have this little red bar. I don't know what exactly that means, but I think it means that we're still under some type of threat, because the one right next to this does do some things against us, and now they're flowing in there. We should start popping that number up pretty quickly here without too much worry. So now we can go up and worry about our steam generator. We're going to get our mechanical pumps. Just going to take a couple of those, grab some routers from all of those, and then pipe in like so. And then I'm going to remove all of this, which is going to drastically protect or have an impact on our energy production. You can see now we're using up energy, but as soon as this is going, boom, we're way up and going really quickly there. And you can also see that, like, we're not using a lot of coal for these. So these are really efficient compared to the combustion generator. So I'm going to add another one in here, and we'll just router this whole setup up. I really like routers. They just make life easier. And I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but this is how I'm going to do it. So we have that, and then go in and do something like that. And our water's flowing in there. We have our water filling this one as well. So now we are taking a look here, and we're producing over 500, which is beautiful. Going back into our stuff. Our graphite press we're fine with. That's not a big deal. If we take a look at our silicon smelter, we're good on that process. Our kiln is going. We don't have the cryofluid mixer because I don't know how to make cryofluid. We need titanium and water. Okay. Well, we don't have any titanium, so that's not going to be a big deal. Our pyrite mixer, that is a mix of coal, lead, and sand. So there's a lot that goes into that. But from what I remember, the scorch can use coal as an ammo piece, or it can use our item here, which is pyrite. So we have scorches that we can add on. And taking a look at the scorch information, it does burning, so it does burns everything, but the damage is 60, where if we go with our duo and take a look at our duo, the damage is only 9. So there's a significant difference between those that we may want to explore. There is one other problem, is they catch things on fire, so if things get close, that can cause a problem. And then we have the wave, which I believe was described to me as the Scorch's big brother, but we don't really have the option of doing that. We have water to knock things back, which I don't really want to do. We can do slag, knock back, again, oil and cryo fluid, but not really super worried about that. But it does extinguish fires, which might be nice. A Lancer we can't do anything with because we don't have titanium. The Arc we have stuff. The Parallax, again, we can't do anything. And we're missing titanium for almost all this other stuff. So our real interest right now is... Oh, what's a hail do? A hail fires small shells at ground targets over long distances. And it takes pyrite. Okay. So if we take a look at this, wow, that really does cover a large area. Okay. So we have some options on how we want to approach these problems here as far as getting the last pieces set up. But before we do any of that, I think that we need to get some pyrite going. And I'm trying to figure out how to do this efficiently. Because the Scorches and the Duos, they actually have a little less range. The Scorches have just a little bit less range here than what the Duos go. So you can see it comes out to this block right here if I put it on that top corner. And if we go to a Duo, it goes well past that. So it has a much larger area. But again, it also does far less damage. Oh, decisions. But we are generating lots of power. Oh, we have our... Let me fix that. Sorry. So we have those. Somebody mentioned that these weren't spinning before, and that's because they weren't connected to a conveyor. They also won't spin if the conveyor is full. So if there's nowhere for them to go, they don't spin until they're actually physically producing and their internal storage is used up. You can see this drill speed here is going to speed up. So I may have had them just connected to something that wasn't super efficient, which sounds like me. Ooh, what's this over here? What we got? We got oil. So we do have oil. Can I do anything with the oil? Can I use a mechanical pump on oil? I can use a mechanical pump on oil. Interesting. What else can I do? A liquid junction, a bridge conduit. Can I bridge over? Nope. Is there anywhere that's thin enough to bridge here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. That's more. Nope. Okay. So right now we don't have a way of getting that oil to do anything, but I'm intrigued. Just with my steam generator or combustion generator, or no. Well, let me see if the combustion generator. No, that only takes coal or pyrite. Okay. Our thermal generator. It requires tiles on the map. Okay, I didn't see any there. And our steam generator. Does that take oil? No. Okay, it's only coal or pyrite. Okay. Not a big deal. Just wanted to check and see if we could do anything fun there. I cannot remove any of these Lancers really because we are out of our stuff here. But what I might do is just move all of this stuff out of here and figure out something else that we want to do. Oh, yeah, I need to, before we do... Oh, I also want to explore all of this stuff because a lot of people mentioned that I should start on building some units, and I think that's a good idea. So I'll take a look at that in just a moment. But before we do that, let's start some pyrite production just to get that piece off the ground, and then maybe we can look at some more stuff here in just a moment. So we're going to go over into our factories. What does a pulverizer do? Oh, that's for all this other stuff, and the incinerator, I don't want that. But what I do want is a pyrite mixer. We're going to put that pyrite mixer, let's just say, there. Okay? And then that pyrite mixer, to feed it and to get all the stuff in there, it needs coal, lead, and sand. So those resources are not an issue to get for us, luckily. So we're just going to very quickly put in a couple of basic pieces that will allow us to hopefully do this very quickly and efficiently. So we got that. Bring that one over here. That's cool. And I can output that coming down, which is nice as well. We have sand that we need to get, so we'll just throw some sand stuff right there so that we have that resource available to us. And as far as lead goes, we have lead stuff down here. Awesome. So we can just mine out some of this stuff. We have those, okay, and then we just need to join them all up together. So right now I'm just making up where I want these to go. There we go, okay. Now just figuring out the pathways for all this stuff to come in so it's nice and neat. Alright, so we have that. We're going to have this first one will be junction router. So I think we're just going to make that the coal to make life easy on ourselves. Alright, so we have that. So we have the coal going in. We're going to have another round of these. Then we're going to have another junction router. That's going to be the sand. And then the final one will be that. Oh no, that's not right. Hold on, that's not right. Okay, what did I need to do here? So that needs to go in there like that. Well, I guess we don't actually need to do any of that. We can just have it set up like that. We don't even need this mess. So let's just fix all of that. There we go. And we're going to get pyrite out of that. What we're going to do with that pyrite, I don't know. Is there a way I can store stuff? What does a distributor do? Okay, don't know what that does. Alright, so for right now, we're just going to run this stuff out and away from where we potentially need it. Just want to store some stuff up, not for any good particular reason, but mainly I just want to make sure the production's working. So I'm just going to do that for now, with no other real goal other than just trying to get it to move somewhere. There we go. And we're producing our first round of stuff here. It's not a ton, but that's fine. And we have pyrite taking care of itself there. Let's see here. We talked about units. So let's go in and talk about units and try to see if we want to build something that does something cool with that. So our ground factory, it allows us to build a dagger, a crawler, and a nova. We can only build these two, the crawler and the dagger, and I think the dagger is the one that you really want to focus on, or that I'm going to focus on. Out of the air factory here, we have a flare, and we have a mono. I don't know the difference. We'll figure that out later, but we have resources for both those. That's not a big deal. And a naval factory, which I didn't realize was a thing. We have a risso, and that also doesn't really require all that much. Luckily, all this stuff for the most part requires just silicon, and that's pretty much it. We do have an output here of lead as well, so we have some options. And then we have this repair point, and it repairs the closest unit in the vicinity. Cool. And then we have some payload converters, or conveyors, excuse me, that can, oh wow, those are big. Well, let's go in here and we'll set up a ground factory. I'm assuming when I rotate my mouse here, that's pointing, okay, yeah. So let me just zoom in here real fast so we can get a little better look. And as I rotate my mouse, you can see that it has the little outputs for where the conveyor is going to be, which is fine because I'm not doing that. And then we have that. And can we build? There we go. Hit the wrong button. So we're building 1 and 2, and so you can set the factory. Okay. What I'm assuming you can also do is you can kind of level things up, so you can have one flow into the next and have it do some cool stuff. So the dagger is requiring the silicon and also the lead, so we can do that. And then our air factory, we have a flare and we have dark sand. So flare, I think I'm gonna have to go into the tech tree. There it is. All right, so the flare fires bullets at standard ground targets. Why does it only do it at ground targets, not in the air? And this one automatically mines. I don't need that. Okay, so we want the flare. And the flare just simply requires what? Just silicon? What is it? Go back and take a look here. Yeah, so it just requires 15 silicon. Okay, so nothing crazy as far as the things that are required out of these things. I guess I also have to provide them power. We'll get there in a second. But we'll do something like this and just bring a conveyor in with silicon for that. And then we'll bring the lead in here as well. And then we need power. Alright, so this power system is not really doing much. It's protecting that, but we don't have the steam with it either, unlike down here where we have water resources. So we're going to bring up power to these things so that hopefully we're able to do something neat with them. Alright, we can see that our units are getting generated here. And there's no point in making a naval factory right now because we don't really have a navy, but there they are. Look at them. They're beautiful. A command block. Did we look at that yet? It says the set of air units output or destination. Click on the factory block while in command mode. I don't know what command mode is. Nope, nope, nope. Pulled that back. Okay. But look, we have all these cool units. Look at this. It's so exciting. So we have stuff going in here. I'm not sure what to do with them yet, but they're there. They're kind of far away from the battlefield. But I'm thinking that I can have them over in this area as kind of like a line of defense. Or better yet, put them all the way back here to protect all of these lines that don't have a lot of stuff going on. Not sure really what I want to do with this, but I'm happy that we have metaglass, which we didn't have before being produced. We have steam generators, which are producing just stupid amounts of power for us. And I can even put another one on there if I wanted to. And then we also we've strengthened air defense in this area, and then we also have now some factory units that we can do some things with. So this one's going to be a little bit shorter of a one. Let's just go take a look at our planet map and see where we're at. These guys are still vulnerable because we have this area that is locked, that is a bad guy, with another one on the other side, another one over here. I think we need to look at, where are we at here? So we've overgrowth, and where's the biomass? Windswept islands and the biomass synthesis facility. So we have a couple of spots to go. I think we're going to go to Windswept Islands in our next episode, or the biomass one. I'm not sure which one, but that's going to kind of wrap us up here for today. I hope you guys have a great day, night, whatever, and I'll see you in our next video. And please let me know what I'm doing wrong, because I'm sure it's a lot, and I'll see you later. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.